Well, welcome to the latest Rugby Stars quiz. And so far, we've had Wales beating England with Dan Biggar triumphing over Jamie George. The Lions beat South Africa when Jamie Heaslip ran away from Brian Habana at the end. And today, we've gone for something a little bit different. We've got Jamie and Dan back together, this time as a combo, a team for rugby to take on the England and Wales cricket board in Jonny Bairstow and Ollie Pope. Two cricketing stars join us on the quiz today. Well, let's play. Before we do, I'll run through the rules for everybody. It's a slight difference, obviously, this week. We'll still play as if it's a game of rugby with the scoring reflecting that. But the questions to each team will be on their opponent's sport, as I say. The rugby players, instead of choosing 1 to 15 this week, will pick from 1 to 11, and the batting order will directly relate to their question. So if you go for 1, you'll get a question on an opener. The cricketers will obviously face the task of 1 or 2 more choices, 1 to 15. And again, those choices will relate to those shirt numbers, the questions on those shirt numbers. The scoring's slightly different to normal. It's 7 points, trying a conversion for a right answer with no options. There is a fallback position, as always, 3 points this week for the kick at the post if the safety net is required with multiple choice options. Now, after 7 picks each, we'll get to the final, possibly game-breaking round, and that's the last question. And this week, it'll be on your own sport. And as we're with the cricketers today, we've called it 6 or out. Get it right, and it could be the all-important 6 points to win the game. Get it wrong, and there's nothing but a duck to accompany you back to the pavilion with. So there you have it. We've had the toss. It's taken place before the game. Not sure whether there was a kickoff or who was batting first, but the rugby players won it. They liked the look of the wicket, they said, but as it's a game of rugby, I suppose it is a kickoff. And Dan and Jamie, you get to choose first on cricket, 1 to 11. Where are you going?
Go on, Skip. Give it a go, mate. What are we going after?
Should we start at the top of the order? We'll go 1 to start.
RP.
Well, it's 1, and it has to be Sir Alistair Cook. He played how many test matches for England?
Like we're looking at loads, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely
loads.
loads.
Gotta be 140,
100. Like, mate, there's a number that's come to my head, 146. But I'm not confident on it whatsoever.
Should we take the multiple choice?
Yeah, mate, the bloke's got a knighthood, so like he's surely played a fair few games, you know what I mean?
We don't want to get this one wrong and offend Sir Alistair.
Well, we're giving nothing away by saying he played an awful lot. 151, 155, or 161. 151, 155, or 161 test matches for England, Sir Alistair Cook.
I mean, that's not 146, is it? So,
what do you think? 161 sounds that sounds a lot, doesn't it? Even though 151 is not a huge. I would say 151.
All right, Biggs, I'll back you, mate. We're
going
1 mile.
No, Jonny and Ollie will know, won't you? 161. 161. So no points for rugby to start off with. Chance for cricket to take an early lead in the first play of the game. Where are you going, boys?
What do you reckon, Pope? Should we go forwards then backs, or backs then forwards?
Yeah, let's get the forwards out of the way, I reckon.
Yeah, we'll go number 1.
Number 1 again. This time with a rugby shirt. Who started at loosehead prop for South Africa in the recent World Cup final? Who started the game?
Bairstow knows it. Look at him.
Popey, the Beast.
Yeah, I don't know how you say his name though.
No, that's it. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Does nicknames count?
No.
Oh, here he is.
We would take the nickname. Do you want the choices, or is that your final answer? You want to lock it in?
Well, yeah, if we get the choices, I reckon I'll get it.
Okay.
You still want the choices?
Choices. Yeah, choices, I reckon.
Choices, okay. Tendai Umtarawira, the Beast. Franz Melherber, Stephen Kitsoff.
Now, Kitsoff was on the bench. He's the ginger.
A.
Yeah, it's A.
Yeah.
Sticking with the beast.
Yeah.
I talked you out of a boundary there, or whatever it is in rugby. You've got 3 points. You might well have had 7, but you played safe. You've got the beast for 3 points. It's a good start. You're on the board. Where are you going, rugby boys?
Worryingly, I actually thought that was Kitsoff.
And you're in the game.
I played in that. Right.
Come on, Jane, you choose.
11.
11. Right. Down to the bottom of the batting order. And it's a number 11's question. Which batsman, and I say that in the loosest sense, has recorded most ducks in Test match cricket? Who's recorded most ducks in Test match cricket? And you have options.
Are we getting some sort of era here, or is it just like open-ended?
Just forever, all time.
That's an absolute shocker of a question, Jake. We're going to have to take the choice there, aren't we?
Get the options, please.
Yeah.
The options are Chris Martin of New Zealand, Glenn McGrath, Australia, Courtney Walsh, West Indies.
Mate, McGrath was trash with the bat, mate. Like, he was all
Jonny and Ollie are staying quiet on that because he might make a comeback.
I've got something in my head saying Courtney Walsh, but I don't want to. You backed me in the first one. If I get this wrong, it's a long road back for me. Then.
I love where your head's at, mate. Let's just back you. Courtney Walsh.
Courtney Walsh, final answer?
Yeah.
Is worth 3 points. Well played.
Yeah.
Courtney Walsh.
Great guess.
43 out of 185 Test match innings, he recorded a duck. Courtney. Mind you, the others weren't much better, but they were marginally better. So, 3 to rugby. We're level at 3 each. Cricket, where are you going next?
Just go 2.
Good option.
Yeah.
Sticking with the forwards.
Lovely number.
Okay. Of course, you only have to pick 7, but you're sticking with the pack here. Who was the starting hooker for England in the 2003 World Cup final? Who started that game for England? Johnny again, straight in.
Thompson.
Steve Thompson. And I'm not going to talk you out of that. You deserve to get that straight away. 7 points. Trying a conversion. Steve Thompson straight away. The cricketers lead. Cricketers lead 10-3. Dan, Jamie, where next?
Batsman, mate.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go number 3.
Number 3. He batted 73 times for England at number 3, but he made his Test match debut batting at 5 in the Ashes decider of 2009 at the Oval. He scored a match winning, in its way, although others clearly contributed, 119 in the second innings. Who is he?
It was Trott still playing in 2009?
You tell me.
Well, yeah, sorry, mate. Biggs, any chance? Trott still played in 2009. He batted 3 loads.
He batted a lot of 3.
Was he playing in 2009?
He must have still been around there because it was after. Because he must have, because they won the Ashes the year before that, didn't they, in Australia, or the time before that, and he scored a shed full of runs.
Yeah, but he did have a break though, didn't he?
Yeah, but was it after 2009? That's 11 years ago, mind. I reckon that's a decent shout. Or do you want to take a multiple choice again, or do we need to call back?
Mate, we're clawing it back, mate. I reckon we just.
I'm backing you. Yeah. I'm backing you.
That's on me now, mate. Right, but we're gonna go Jonathan Trott.
Jonathan Trott. Yeah.
Great show.
Cricketers know. Yeah, I didn't want to interject because actually that was his debut when he got that 119. He played for quite a few years after that. Remarkable batsman for England, averaging 44 in tests and over 50 in one-day cricket as well, which people often forget. So Jonathan Trott, 119 on his debut. And that is a 7-pointer for you guys. Good answer. 10-10 it is. Cricketers, your next choice, please.
Should go backs.
Yeah, let's have a look at the backs, mate.
10.
And what number? 10?
Yeah,
I like this question. Jonny Wilkinson won 91 caps for England, scored 1,179 points in the process, of course. His brother played with him, alongside him, at Newcastle Falcons. What's Johnny's brother's name? Christian name.
That's a tough question.
I'm not going to lie. I'm battling it.
Johnny, if you pull this one out, you are the biggest rugby nose I've ever met.
Mate, they live on Slaley Hall on the par 5. I'm sure he moved to his house.
Does that mean you got his name?
Is it Mark Popey? I think it's either Mark Wilkinson or multiple choice, please.
Multiple choice.
Yeah, that's touch.
3 names that you're offered are Mike, Mark, Martin.
Oh, no.
That's not handy, that. Were you saying Mark just now?
I said Mark, yeah.
No, I back you if you.
Yeah, we'll go Mark.
Gut feelings are good. Mark Wilkinson is the correct name. 3 points.
Nice.
Could have had 7, but take the 3. That's a nice little lead. 13-10, the cricketers lead. Approach half time. Dan and Jamie for rugby. Next choice.
Go on, Jamie, you go.
4.
4. Steve Smith missed which Ashes test last summer?
That's a tap in, surely.
It was 3, wasn't it? I think, Jim.
Yeah, mate. He got banged on
because he scored a load of runs in the first one. Then he scored, and then he got
a load of runs in every single game.
Yeah, pretty much every game. But
that's not the one he didn't play.
Yeah, I reckon we go brave here and go 3. Do you think?
What was it? When was it? He played, mate. He got banged in the head.
Yeah, so it was 2 because he came back out the bat, didn't he?
Do you need the venue? Do you need the venue name, or is it just test number 3?
Fair point. I just need to know which test it is. So yeah.
Mate, I think he played in the Lords one because Johnny, you actually got me some tickets. So cheers for that, by the way. And he got banged, and then Labuschagne came in.
Yeah, I think 3. I reckon we go for 3.
Third test match is correct.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was your final answer. I reckon we go for 3.
We would go for 3 anyway.
Well, you got it.
Yeah.
Headingley. Yeah, Headingley, third test.
Okay.
Yeah. He was injured at Lords and then missed Headingley and then came back, scored a ton of runs at Old Trafford again, didn't he?
Biggs, you've nailed that, mate. Fair play.
Very good. 17. That's a straight 7-pointer there. Didn't need the choices. So Rugby have the lead by 4 as we approach half time. Jonny and Ollie.
You go.
I'll go number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah.
What a terrible option that is.
Jack and Rose.
Mate, do you know why? Because I reckon it could be something about Alan Wynne.
I went for that option last time against Jamie, and it definitely wasn't.
And it's not. It's Maro Itoje.
Oh.
Won 38 caps for England. And of course, started 2 tests for the Lions as well now. How tall is he? 6 foot what?
Have you met him, Johnny?
Yeah. There's not much between 6'6", 6'7", and 6'8", mate. My gut's saying 6'6".
My guess was gonna be 6'7", so one of the 2. Well, I'm happy to join you.
Options?
I don't think we need the options, do we?
Well, if 6'1" and 7'2" come out, it's obviously not either of them.
Yeah. Should we go 6'6"?
Yeah, why not?
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. He is 6'5".
Oh,
6'5". The options were 6'3", 6'5", 6'8". I think you'd have got it with options. But
he's taller than 6'5", isn't he? Where have you got that?
That's the official stat. That's the official stat. Rodders, the ref in the background?
He'll be gutted with that.
Yeah, he's telling me 6'5", so that's the height of Maro Itoje, but it's not 3 points for the cricketers. We are at half-time, and Rugby lead by 17-13. So where are you going at the start of this second half, Rugby, with a 4-point lead?
What do you reckon, James? Should we get the number 2, the opener again? Yeah, number 2 was.
Opener?
Yeah.
Who opened the batting for New Zealand in last year's World Cup final alongside Martin Guptill? And top scored for his country in the 50-over version, not the super over, obviously.
Oh,
that's a tough question.
Wasn't it?
You remember?
I reckon multiple choice. I'll get this. I can see him now. I reckon we take multiple choice.
Agree, mate. Multiple choice.
Yeah, multiple choice, please.
Straight to multiple. Henry Nicholls, Tom Latham, Kane Williamson.
Williamson didn't open, mate.
No, he was 3. I think it was Nicholls.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Latham's a keeper, isn't he?
Yeah, we'll go Nicholls, Miles.
You're right. It's 3 points, and it's a 20-13 lead. So a little bit of catch-up here suddenly now for the cricketers. Next number.
Should we go fullback? 15?
Fullback or scrum half, mate. I reckon. One of the two. Go fullback.
Yeah, fullback, and then we'll go 9 next. Fullback is 15.
Okay, fullback. George Furbank made his England debut in Paris at the start of the Six Nations. Which club does he play for?
Northampton. Yeah.
Pope, it's Northampton Saints.
Yeah.
I think that's your tapping, isn't it?
That's the tapping. That's the bread and butter.
Yeah, that's good. It's all on the choices this sometimes. And that was a good choice, good answer. And we are level at 20 apiece. Round 6, as we approach the midway point of the second half. Back to Rugby to choose.
Go on, Jane.
What do you reckon, mate? Like, give us an all-rounder, like.
Yeah, let's go middle-ish. Hopefully get something like that. Yeah.
7, please.
Right. Okay. That's the wicketkeeper's position in this team that I've got. Matt Pryor became the first England wicketkeeper to hit a century on debut. Who were the opponents on that day at Lord's in 2007?
We're getting stitched up here with these, aren't we?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You could have gone 6. The all-rounder.
I've got. Was it? Wasn't the West Indies? Was it Jay? I don't know.
I have no idea, mate.
Let's go. If West Indies comes up in the multiple choice, we'll go for that. If it doesn't, we're in a bit of trouble.
Go ahead.
We'll have multiple choice, please, Miles.
Multis are Sri Lanka, South Africa, West Indies.
I've got something thinking West Indies, but I'm not sure.
Biggs, we back you, mate.
I'll go for that.
Let's go with it. I don't know.
Yeah, let's have a punt on that.
I tell you what, gut instincts are really good today. West Indies, 2007, Matt Pryor, 126 not out off 105 deliveries. Memorable innings, and it's stuck in Dan Biggar's mind, all right. So, 23-20, I make that. Jonny and Ollie, you said you were going to go for scrum half next. Are you sticking with it?
Stick with that.
Okay.
Happy.
It's sort of a rugby question, but it strays into football, which, might be a good thing too. Harlequin scrum half Danny Kerr was a promising footballer in his youth. In fact, he was a member of which football club's academy?
From your neck of the woods, isn't he, Johnny?
Yeah, he went to Prince Henry's. I don't know whether it was Leeds United or Sheffield United. It'll be one of those two, I reckon.
You have options, remember? I should keep reminding you of that fact.
What's the score?
23-20, you're 3 down.
Well, we could go options then. It just brings us...
Yeah. Do you reckon it's definitely one of those two?
Yeah, but I reckon they're both the Yorkshire clubs, so they could come up both up in the...
Should we go options?
Yeah, go options.
The options are Sheffield Wednesday, Manchester United, Nottingham Forest.
Surely. Is it what you said?
No.
No.
Sheffield Wednesday, Manchester United, Nottingham Forest.
Forest is a solid trek from there. Manchester, you can get over the tops from it.
I feel like, I don't know. I've never seen him.
You know what? I reckon let's go Man U. Let's
backing him as a bowler.
Yeah.
Final answer?
At least that way. We've gone that way and not the other. Yeah.
Final answer. It was Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh, yeah,
you should have stuck with a Sheffield theme.
Stinker.
Oh, no.
He was in with Vardy when he was in the academy with Jamie Vardy.
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday. In fact, we removed Leeds United from one of the options because he was born in Leeds and thought that might be a bit too...
Sorry, Popey.
Too tricky. Is Joe with Sheffield United, isn't he?
Yeah.
So at least he won't get on your back for that one. But Sheffield Wednesday, Danny Kerr, very talented sportsman all round. So stays at 23-20, round 7. Now this is the last on cricket for the rugby boys before they have one on their own sport. So you've got to lead us 3.
Should we go 6?
Yeah.
Try and get all rounder.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go 6, please, Miles.
Okay. Edgbaston 2005. And that over from Andrew Flintoff. He famously dismissed Ricky Ponding right at the end of it. Who did he dismiss at the start of it, or towards the start?
James, I'm 99% sure I know this because Flintoff has been on TalkSport every morning this week and they were talking about it. I'm 99% sure it's Langer.
Yeah, well, mate, I love where your head's at, mate. Let's just set the intensity. Let's go with it.
Yeah, let's chuck that in, is it? Yeah.
Right. No kick for the corner here from the rugby boys. They're going for a try, and they've got to try. Justin Langer with the conversion. He was dismissed by Andrew Flintoff at the start of that over. And rugby now have 30 to cricket's 20. On the final round, it's 6 or out. So doing the maths, you've really got to go for it here, boys.
Go 7.
You're going 7. Okay. Yeah. Which back row forward was named World Player of the Year in 2019? World Player of the Year in 2019. Back row forward.
Who's the? Is it the New Zealand 7 that's just become their captain? No.
I don't know, mate. I don't know this.
The rugby boys are twitching in their seats.
I'm ticking it.
That's not an easy question, though, to be fair. If you're not like
it's not an easy one. It's not even though he's World Player of the Year. Yeah, it's one of those you do have to think about. You're right, Dan.
It's not. Aussies have got some good flankers, haven't they?
Hooper, but
it was 2019
the year. 2019 the year.
Is that a twitch? Just
Hooper, what?
Bermuda. Oh, we're gonna have to go options, aren't we?
But then does that put us out of it, doesn't it?
It does.
No, it doesn't. Does it?
It does. You can only score 6 on the
points
final round.
Yes. Oh no.
This is our question.
I know, and I'm looking at question 6 and thinking you'd have got that straight away. And I'm looking at question 8 and thinking you'd have got that.
We said 8.
You didn't. You said 7. You may have mentioned 8.
The fact that it's a hard question, I don't think it's going to be Hooper.
No.
I'm going to say it again. I'm going to put emphasis on. It's not helping. I suppose it is.
On the 2019.
On
the 2019.
No, it's the 7 from South Africa. Oh my God, what's his name?
Oh, did Tom Curry get a pick with him after? Was it that guy?
Yeah.
Is it? It's not
It's not
Detroit. Is it?
Yeah.
Detroit.
Detroit.
Is that yeah?
That is one heck of an answer there.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant.
That's outstanding.
If you don't go on a win, you've still produced the champagne moment. That was
I
absolutely
did before
brilliant.
this as well. I checked the South Africa team before just because I thought there would be a question in there. So I was thinking Detroit was knocked in there.
Brilliant answer. And I tell you what it's done. It's set us up with a great finale because we have a 30 points to 27 lead for the rugby players. And round 8 this week, as I say, is a round with a difference. It's 6 or out. 6 if you get it right. Nothing if you get it wrong. You will get options, but it's on your own sport. So rugby players on rugby. Taking it back to 2017 and the third Lions test versus New Zealand. Elliot Daly puts over his long-range kick just after half-time. It took the Lions to 9 points. What were New Zealand at that point?
Biggs, we surely have to get this, mate.
It was still behind.
Well, were they on?
It's either 12 or 15, I think. I've got a feeling it's 15.
Do we get options, did you say?
You get options.
All right, here we go.
9.
So what's that take? That'll take us to 33 then, is it?
12 or 15 bits.
Takes you to 36 because it's 6 or out.
Biggs, is your back sore, mate? Is your back sore, team?
Wait, hold on. Right.
He's not going to like that comment, mate. He's definitely going to text me about that afterwards.
Right.
Let's go 15, mate. I'm fairly confident it's 15, but
yeah, mate. Yeah, go on then. 15 it is.
15's your final answer. Jamie played in the game. Dan, you were on the tour. It was 12. It was 12 at that point.
Doors open.
The cricketers have a chance to hit it out the park.
Don't believe it.
Or get bowl, middle and leg. Which will it be? Let's see. 6 wins it. If you're out, it's a rugby victory. How many balls had Jack Leach faced before he got off the mark with that famous single in his last stand with Ben Stokes in the Headingley Test last summer? How many balls had he faced?
So that single that he got
before he got off the mark.
Right, okay.
Before that ball.
And the
I
options?
don't want to know, obviously after that, Ben does what he does. So, 16, 17, 20. 16, 17, 20. Now, it's decided the game, so I'm being absolutely clear. He's faced how many balls, and then the ball he faces to get off the mark is not counting. How many balls did he face before he got off the mark? 16, 17, or 20 to decide the match.
Felt like at least 20.
Felt like 3 years, to be honest.
Nah. Popey, I don't reckon it was.
My guess would be 18.
Well, that's not an option, is it?
That's not one of the options.
So let's cut the difference. Let's cut the difference between 20, like you said, and 18. Let's go 17.
17. That's what I was going at.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. He'd faced 16. On his 17th, he got the run. He got the single on his 17th delivery.
Oh.
It's victory for rugby by just 3 points. Brilliant, lads. Fantastic. Great fun.
I will say the answer of the day is the toy from you, Johnny. Fair play, and Ollie. Some answer that.
And Ollie and Johnny, thanks so much. Thanks so much for your time. Really enjoyed that.
Cheers for having us.